welcome to another episode of GeekOutdoors.com. So Pacific Rim Black is an original Netflix anime series that is based upon the movies of the same name. So if you have seen the Pacific Rim movies, you'll be very familiar with the whole idea of Jaegers and Kaiju and their ongoing battle for this planet. Now within the story, we follow two main characters. We have Taylor and his younger sister Haley. And early on in the movie, they have a very traumatic event where they basically lose their parents because of these kaiju. And later on in the story, they actually meet up with some other Jaegers, some other people, and we get to explore more of this world of Jaegers versus kaiju. And so that's kind of like a general setup. And so this one in season 1, it's like 7 episodes, so it's more of a setup than a complete series. Now, getting to the things that I did like about the series, it's just the overall animation style. Now, this one heavily uses CG for its anime. Now, I myself don't always like that style, but in this case, I think they did it really well. It's colorful, the lines are clean, everything looks really good. And whenever there is action going on, you can actually see all the action through the animation. And so if you enjoy very good looking animation, well, this one has it. The second thing I enjoyed was mainly the overall story, okay? And I'm going to talk about the main parts I like. And the biggest things that I like about the story overall is this whole mystery, okay? So you know some of the things of the main characters, but as you're meeting other characters like May, Shane, this boy, and different types of, I would say, Jaegers slash Kaiju, then things kind of start getting more interesting because you're given a little bit, but you're not given everything. And so that kind of keeps you interested throughout these 7 episodes. And it kind of makes me definitely want to see more of how this world builds out and what happens to these characters. And then the other thing that I enjoyed was the overall sense of danger. Throughout all these episodes, there's always a sense that, you know, your characters could not make it. And in this case, there's a lot of characters that don't make it. And so that was something that was very unexpected. And at the same time, I think that was refreshing because even though you start to kind of grow to like these characters, when they suddenly disappear or something happens, you're like, whoa, I can't believe that they did that. And so this really gives it another air of mystery, but at the same time, really takes stories into other directions and hopefully will be expanded upon in future seasons.
For serious YouTubers, check out TubeBuddy, the premier tool news at GeekOutdoors.com. Get more done today by checking out the affiliate link in the description area below.
Now, getting into the things that I did not like about the series, even though I did like the overall story in terms of the mystery aspect of it, some of it was really slow, especially the parts with Shang and May. Every time it got to those parts, it kind of took me out of it. And to be honest, those were like really boring. And unfortunately, a lot of time is spent there. And then to go along with it, a whole bunch of time is spent with this whole neural net and this whole drift thing where there's 2 Jaegers that have to be mentally connected in this neural net and this drift, and that's how they were able to control these Jaegers. But they spend so much time into it, and once again, that really took me out of it. And so hopefully they don't spend too much time with that or Shang and May in future seasons. I really want to go back to the 2 main characters and of course the Jaegers and Kaiju. Which leads me to the other thing that I did enjoy. There's really not a lot of Jaeger and Kaiju battles, or even a variety of Jaegers or Kaiju. Now, they do try to do something different with the Kaiju, which I did appreciate. There just really wasn't enough of it. And so within this 7-part series, you're really going to be focused on 1 main Jaeger and 1 big Kaiju. Now, there's other Kaiju as well, but there's really 1 central one, and that's kind of like the whole focus of the battle of this first season, where it's just really 1 Jaeger and 1 Kaiju. And I was more interested in the other Jaeger slash Kaiju, and you see what I mean whenever you watch the series. And so overall, I really say Pacific Rim is going to be an anime series that you're going to enjoy if you did like the Pacific Rim movies. And if you're just looking for a good anime, I think it has some good parts overall. Like I said, the animation and the mystery aspects of it is good. But I wish there was just more, and at the same time, definitely more battles between Jaegers and Kaiju, and hopefully we'll get that in a future season. So those are my thoughts on Pacific Rim Black. If you actually had any thoughts on this, be sure to leave that in the comments area below. And if you wanted to see more of my anime series or movie reviews, I do have an entire playlist. I'll leave that in the description area as well. So as always, if you did get value out of these videos, be sure to share, like, and subscribe.
And if you're a creative geek like me and you want to get exclusive access to more content that I don't put out here publicly on my YouTube channel, then join my Gold Content Creators Group, where you're going to get content like this and more for all the creative geeks out there. And the best part is, all of this is free. Simply head over to the link below, check out my page, and sign up for my Gold Content Creators Group.